So ground transportation is logistics. So we work with a lot of buses, regular cars, van trailers. We support all exercises, silver flag and checker flag over here at Tyndall Air Force Base. So as a junior enlisted airman, I respond to high-ranking individuals pretty well because we're surrounded with them constantly. We have a run called a Distinguished Visitor Run, a DV run, where they are here for a specific reason and they could be at any rank of an officer. They could be from a congressman to the president. We're like the nervous system of the Air Force. Everything runs through us. It doesn't matter what you need, we'll go get it.
So what we're doing right now is moving some containers for the F-35 redeployment. So whenever they need us, we come over there and they'll let us know when they need to be moved for that purpose. We are the focal point for the base. Whenever they come request, they call us. Being in ground trans, I think a lot of people think that all we do is just drive. One thing I've noticed is the camaraderie that we have, it plays a big role in what we do.
Dispatch is the hub and also known as the brain of ground trans in our ops. I think we kind of are like the legwork for AUAB. No one has our job, so anything that needs to get moved comes through us. We do truck trailer, forklift, wrecker, anything like that. Our shuttle ops is probably our largest mission we have here. They have about 4 blocks each round, make 22 stops each bus. We have 4 buses running, so I think that averages about 400 stops a day. And then per year, they actually pick up 250,000 passengers. So I love helping behind the scenes and kind of seeing the mission flow. It's kind of like a waterfall. Anything starts from the top and goes to the bottom. I love seeing it from start to finish. It makes me proud, and I like puzzles too, so it's nice getting a little bit of a challenge.
So ground transportation is one of the main focal points for the day-to-day packs and cargo movements that we have around this wing, between making sure that the pilots stick to their aircraft, making sure that any necessary cargo that's got to go out for deployments, day-to-day operations, you name it. Chances are we're out there driving it and getting the people to where they need to be. It's important that we're able to do this and that we have our operators fully qualified so that we can make sure that there's no standstill in the mission and that if an emergency were to happen, everyone is ready to go and knows exactly what they need to do in case that happens. Then we have our training section that I am over. And we just make sure that our airmen are competent and qualified to drive every vehicle that we have out here in the yard, because if something were to happen and we have most of our airmen deployed or TDY, any of us at any moment needs to be able to hop in one of these vehicles and just take it out on the road and know where they're going and how to do it. Also, we've been focusing on contributing towards the MCA aspect. We've been working with our POL counterparts to start teaching our operators to become R11 drivers. And in turn, we're training them on forklifts so that they can become forklift certified, which is going to help them and so that they don't have to ask us for those things. We've also sent 2 of our operators recently to get K-loader certifications as well to expand their reach and just helping make sure that we are able to expend our members in every way possible. That way, if something were to happen, that ACE package comes down and things need to be moving, everyone's ready to go because we've taken the time to train our individuals and make sure that they know what to do.
It has wheels, we touch it. If it's not being maintained, we drive it. Anything that needs to be moved and used in logistic operations, we are in charge of. We are the C-130 of the ground. My name is Technical Sergeant Trent Brinkmeyer, and I am with Ground Transportation. Ground transportation basically involves anything mobility-wise, so we transport people, transport cargo. We handle anything from tractor-trailer runs to wrecker runs to forklift to bus to M-Series military vehicles. My job is important to the Air National Guard mission because we ensure that the parts for the planes get to the people that need those parts. We're making sure that the plane gets off the ground in time. Our career field's valuable because we build connections with people at the higher up. We actually get to see a lot of what's happening from a bird's eye point of view. There's always stuff that pushes us in this career field that people don't expect. It just makes us a stronger team.
Nothing moves without transportation. Nothing flies. Basic training never happens if people can't get in and out.
We provide transportation services across the installation, which can be anything from being one of the first faces that visitors see when they arrive at JBSA to providing transportation to trainees here at Lakeland.
We provide the same basic services from a joint base standpoint. We provide services in the form of delivering cargo, passengers, equipment, Anything that moves that requires ground transportation, that's what we do. That's how we serve JBSA Lakeland.
What it means to be a ground transportation specialist here at Lakeland is that you're providing services for the installation. We provide vehicles and support to many units. You're serving not just the base, but you're serving the city as well.
Nothing happens without transportation, so I just try to tell folks, understand what role you play, understand how important you are in this big machine we call the Air Force.
This is the biggest and busiest vehicle operations in the entire CENTCOM AOR. We move about 19,000 passengers a week per the shuttle buses.
I'd like to say thank you for always being on time and getting me to work on time.
What I like about my job is the amount of people I meet.
So essentially we do more than just operate buses here. Anything with wheels, we have our hands on. We also move mission essential parts for the aircraft to about $100 million a month, a little over 1.5 million pounds a month as well.
Anytime that cargo comes off the plane, it's going to come over here to the annex, and we're here to pick it up, deliver it to the customer.
I like the heavy stuff, all the moving, more of the wrecker stuff, moving the vehicles, anything that's broke down. That's really what I enjoy the most.
We work 12-hour shifts, and more than likely for at least 10 of those hours you'll be out doing something all day, every day.
Essentially without trans, you don't move.
Everybody would be walking everywhere.
So without us, pilots don't get out to the jets, parts don't get out to the aircraft to fly the planes, people can't get to work. For our distinguished visitor mission, we transport the highest level general officers as well as celebrities.
No, never would I ever have thought I would have driven Tom Brady or someone of that stature at all. It was pretty exciting.
We're kind of a jack of all trades, which is the motto of our squadron.
It's recommended that you smile and present a welcoming environment.
You get to see a lot of people. That's honestly just a good all-around job.
And tomorrow, I do it all over again.
Hello. Hi. I'm here to pick up my vehicle. Alrighty. I work in ground transportation element in our flight, mainly in the dispatch office that we're in right now. So we track what vehicles come and go. We provide vehicle support throughout the entire base. We provide wrecker recovery if there's downed vehicles.
Our day-to-day job consists of going on wrecker runs, recovering Humvees and Bearcats out of the field, getting any kind of vehicle so we can send them back out to the field and they can get back on their mission, as well as training every day to be ready at all times. The importance of our job is transportation. If they got to be moved, we move it. Cargo, vehicles, passengers, anything you could think of.
Many Air Force operations, so it's not just this base, but Air Force wide, they all depend on ground vehicles to support their mission. If they need key personnel out in the field and they don't have the means to get out there, we can help. You know, we have documented cargo. If a certain part isn't delivered within an X amount of time, then they can't fix that part and help the mission, basically. Vehicle support, it seems so small, but it ends up being a really huge deal if you don't have it. Without ground transportation, the base's mission for nuclear support would fail. If there is a Humvee that's down out in the field, that's a cop that can't protect and serve their purpose out in the field. They can't provide missile security.
We definitely have a mission on this base, and that's what I always tell people, you know, when they ask, like, what exactly do you do? You know, I've touched everything that you work with in your shop. It's like whatever you need, I have probably brought it to you on a forklift, in a truck. Pretty much everyone in ground trans loves driving a forklift because it's small, it's fun, so we try to be the best. The office side is such a huge part in here that nobody really sees that. Everything in these cabinets in here, they've all got to be done, and everything's got to be done sometimes monthly, biannually, annually. You got to keep up with it. Somebody's got to keep up with it.
and I actually like the organization of it. I have my dog. I treat her just like a child. She is everything that my life revolves around. I go hiking, kayaking. I love anything outdoors because my dog gets to come. On a DV run, we have distinguished visitors come in on base. We do a window tour of the entire installation while whoever wants to explains everything going on at the 117th with updates and what they're planning on doing with the base. So it's super interesting, and you get a little history in there too. You can see our entire ramp all the way, you know, how big it would be if we expanded, and you know, you can see all the helicopters and our planes, and it's always pretty interesting to me, and hearing them talk about it, it's really, really cool.